You took everything from me.
I don't even know who you are.
You will.
Well, hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we'll be discussing Gepard, or more specifically, why Gepard is a better unit than Mars 7. And I understand this is a casual game and you can use who you want and you can succeed with it, but there's obviously outliers that some units are just either a flawed upgrade or just better by default. And I want to make the discussion because as the game progresses, there are gonna be units that are either similar or just the same thing but can do it much better. And then for now, this hasn't happened yet, thankfully, but more in the future, this is gonna be a problem. But we don't know how severe this is because we don't know how power creep will affect Honkai Star Rail. It can affect it in a good way, it can affect it in a bad way. But for now, the only real big cases of power creep I can see is this case. But not really big cases, but it March and Gepard, the differences between them, because I find that it's very interesting and I wanted to discuss why Gepard is a better unit than March. And of course, all of you people already know why Gepard is better than March 7 because one's a 5-star, one's a 4-star. But also there are more reasons that even though they both shield that does different things. For example, they both can freeze, but also the things March have over Gepard is two things. Have AoE on the freeze and also a cleanse. But here's the problem, which I will get into that. But before I say what I'm gonna say, I'm gonna make like a legit damage comparison on the shield strength. But realistically, I think you know what I'm gonna say, so I'm not gonna do it. But if you want me to do the shield strength comparison, because I can do it, I have the Lycone, both talents on the shield that they give it on level 8. I can give them the same artifact. So let me know in the comments if you want to see that and I'll do it for sure. But I didn't do it because I found it out unnecessary and I can prove my point without saying it because everyone knows what Gepard and March does. So I don't really need to get into it. But if you want to see it, let me know and I'll do it. But either way, I wanted to talk about the cleanses about March and how that's like the one big thing she has over Gepard, but we don't know how long cleanses will be viable in Honkai Star Rail because if you didn't know, early in Genshiниmpact Spiral Abyss, cleanses was such a big deal that you needed either to cleanse the pyro out of your character so they won't die, you had to cleanse the electro of your character so all the energy wouldn't get sucked up. And the same thing, cleanses was such a big deal back in the early game of Genshiниmpact. And not even early game, like not even early, in the Spiral Abyss between 4, 11, and 12. There was times where you absolutely needed cleanses, like for the very first Spiral Abyss of Genshiниmpact, you needed some way to get rid of the cryo because it was killing your stamina, and it was also problematic that we had to resort to using Chi of all things and Bennett for the pyro cleanse. It was such a big deal, and then all of a sudden, we're like 2 or 3 years now, I don't know what happened, but they just forsake the idea of cleanses entirely. Like for truth, realistically, cleanses give so much character some viability. Like for the electro cleanse, Shen Yan was such a big deal without one of her bigger selling points that she can apply you with pyro and she can cleanse off either cryo or electro. That was so big. It gave character niches, but also now ever since they don't do anything to get rid with the cleanse, it's basically useless, basically. Like, I haven't remember last time cleanser was such a necessary thing in Genshiниmpact. It really so weird to me because they took away an interesting mechanic and just forgot about it or didn't want to give anyone any anxiety, so meh. But that's what I'm talking about. And the reason why I'm saying it in Honkai Star Rail is knowing the company behind it, or I don't know if it's true or not, but I have this weird feeling that it's gonna do nothing with the cleanser in the future because, I don't know, even though it's a turn-based game, I feel like very soon, like very late in Honkai Star Rail lifespan, I feel like cleanses will be obsolete. I don't know how true it is, I might be wrong and I kind of hope I'm wrong because I feel like cleanses can be such a really cool thing to do in Honkai Star Rail compared to Genshin, but we'll have to see. If I'm wrong, I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I don't know. So we'll have to see, but like this is what I'm saying. So if that is obsolete already, that make one thing unviable for March 7, but also the other things too. For example, other than the cleanses, March 7 also has the shield. It's a really tanky shield that can do single target shield thing, which is very strong. It's stronger than Fire Trailblazer E with the caveat that it's not AoE, which is not a big deal because you can apply more people with shield, but also it really does pale in comparison to someone like Gepard who can shield everyone with about the same shield strength, if not more shield strength, and to every single one of your teams with around the same or even more shield strength than Mark 7 with the ult. And there is circumstance, like there is arguments like one is on a skill so you can just cast it multiple times, and one is on an ultimate so you have to charge up. But you can just build energy recharge rope. You can have, there's a set that increase your recharge for the planet ornament set. There's workarounds to that. And also the reason why people say Gepard is much better than Mark 7 is because one, Gepard, if he's on your team, you don't need any healing on your team. You're chilling for real. But with March, the shield is not enough. Even with Eidolon 6 that give you some type of healing, that healing is not enough. You need a abundance unit on your team. And that's why people prefer using Gepard, because one, Gepard, if you have Gepard, he's a one-man tank. He can just do all the protection. He can take all the soak up hits because he has one of the highest defenses in the game. And he is just a tank so bulky. He makes March 7 look bad. Because the only really difference between them that March has over Gepard, which really only really one thing, is the synergy she has with Clara. And if she never had this type of synergy with Clara, Mark 7 would have been obsolete if you would have pulled Gepard. And that's not me being biased, that's just a full-on fact. Because for the cleanse is nice, but realistically, other than the Centaur cleanse or the Kafka fight, there is really no use for that cleanse for now. Because it might change in the new World 7, or if they make it that you need a cleanse on your team, then yeah, that can work. But realistically, other than Clara or Cleanser, you 9 times out of 10, Gepard wins the argument, because Gepard is just insane. He just unfair, because it's not that March is bad. March is good, it's just Gepard really makes her obsolete and really overshadows March if you have Gepard. Because when I pulled Gepard, because he was the first 5-star I got from the beginner banner, I thought I would have just benched my March 7 because she was obsolete to me. But since I pulled Clara, I had to use March and Clara because it's such a godly duel. I can't pass up on that. But at the end of the day, this is a Hoyoverse game, and the games are never meant to be had, so you can just use what you want and be fine with it. Because March is actually not bad, it just Gepard overshadows March 7. But I think that will be enough today, because I think most people know this thing, and I just want to talk about it because I find it interesting. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it all the way through, let me know and I'll have to comment, because I do appreciate you if you made it all the way this far. And let me know what I should do next, because I'm always open to suggestions. Because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna kill you. Meh, probably might kill you, but still comment anyway because I love that stuff. But my final thoughts on this is basically Gepard is 9 times out of 10 better than March 7. The only advantage March has over Gepard is unless you have Clara. And if you don't have Clara but you have Gepard, 9 times out of 10 you will be dropping Clara like a bad habit. But if you like Clara and want to use her even though you have Gepard, use her. Because no one forcing you to use character you don't want to use. Play who you want to play and have fun, because it's a game. It's never meant to be taken seriously. Play at your own will, and well, I said, take care. See you on the next time, and goodbye.